Good evening, everybody. My name is Baraka Corley. This is the Bashir Brilliance podcast where we're going to be talking Knicks all day, every day, and everything Knicks related, sports related also we can throw in there. But primarily, we are going to be talking about the New York Knicks. All right? Two of my other favorite teams happen to be the New York Yankees. And we do know what just happened. Uh, Not much that we can do, but we do have our Knicks to kind of talk about and kind of stay on top of this wave that we've been riding in terms of our resurgence in New York. So we're going to hop on that. We're going to stay on that as well. Football, I'm a Niners fan. Okay? Don't at me. I am a San Francisco Niners fan all day, every day. Niner gang stand up, Niner gang stand up. All right? But we ain't about nothing else right now. We're about the New York Knicks. So this is my first podcast. I just wanted to take an opportunity to introduce myself, let you know that I'm truly, truly excited to be in this Knicks space with many of these phenomenal content creators. They inspired me to join the conversation and really to add my voice to the many voices that are in this space right now. So the funny part about it is you may think, listen, there are so many different content creators who are doing content on the Knicks, but what I absolutely love is I follow all of them. I absolutely follow each and every one of them. Not each and every one, but I follow a lot of them, okay? And the beautiful part about that is everybody has different personalities. Everybody has different takes, their different perspective on our team that we love and we're so proud of right now. So I'm just excited to be part of that wave, that next wave. But I first and foremost want to give a special shout out to all of the content creators and the OGs of the content creator game. You know, man, when you guys started hopping on this wave, you got us through some tough times. As Knicks fans, we've been through a lot. For the last 25 years, basically since the Patrick Ewing curse, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy being a Knicks fan. We always defending ourselves, our fandom, our loyalty, and our squad, man. And it's not been easy, man. Sometimes the organization will get off track and things will happen, and we would just have to eat it. But one thing about New Yorkers, man, we loyal, bro. Especially about New York fans, man. We're going to be loyal, bro. So we endured all of that. But ultimately, what started happening was with everything that would happen that was negative, the major media outlets would put that at the top. And then they began hiring and putting people in place that started to troll Knicks fans. And they started this thing called Knicks for Clicks. So they would create articles and links just to kind of see what would make fans bite. And they knew no other fan base was clicking on those things to hear about the Knicks. It was us. So they started putting pills in dog food. And they would just be like, oh, we're going to talk about the Knicks at the end of the show. And they would always put us at the end of the show so we could watch their lame shows. And when they get there, all they would do is slander us. So it was so crazy for the last 25 years. It's just been nothing but negativity and baiting and trolling Knicks fans. So I was super excited. Actually, it was a little bit, we were all uncertain when the pandemic broke out. And then we had to go home and stay in home for our own safety. So, Knicks fans, what are we going to do? We're going to look for Knicks content. So many of us began floating over to YouTube. And what we started realizing is some of these Knicks fans had content and they were creating little shows and they were just talking about the Knicks and how they felt and what they were seeing in the major media. And the thing about that is it reminded us of when we were at home on holidays, Thanksgiving, when you with your brothers and your cousins and you talking about what you noticing and you talking about ESPN slandering us all the time. It felt like when we were with our friends just trying to kick it and talk about, man, we got this draft coming up, where we going to be, where we going to get it, and what free agents are going to come to us or take a chance and step into the spotlight and show that you a real legend and take on this battle of bringing this phenomenal arena and city back. Win one, and one that outweighs three. Who was going to do it? So Knicks fans, man, we love that. So we started seeing that pop up on these videos. And the next thing that started happening was this pandemic. You know, these major media outlets, they began noticing people weren't watching their shows as much. Knicks fans especially. Now we're watching other content creators because not only are they talking about the Knicks, everybody wants to paint Knicks fans as being delusional. Nah, man. Listen, we know if our squad sucks. We know if people on our team are trash. We know that. And we will say it. But the thing about our fan base is similar to every fan base. It seems like just ours, we're not allowed to have hope. We're not allowed to want our team to take the time to help develop players. All right, they're this way now, but all right, give them a few years. So, man, what we did was we snatched back our narrative. We took the eyes away from the television screen and they noticed it in the ratings. And we started rocking with these content creators, these different cats with different personalities, man. We vibe not only on the topic of Knicks, but we vibe with the personalities because we see our brothers, our cousins, our sisters. We see us in y'all. And it completely blew our mind when we started seeing content creators pop up on other shows. You know what I mean? For me, I'm a fat kid. So it's just like if I was to see my two favorite meals, I'm hungry and I want two meals, I'm going to put them together and at the same time, and I don't care what nobody says. That's what happens when we started seeing content creators pop up on other content creator shows. And then the crazy part about it was, man, franchise, bro, you started getting some of the old Knicks pop up on your shows to be interviewed about their experiences when they played. Man, I forwarded that video to everybody I knew. Everybody I knew, I forwarded that video to. That was a great look, bro. That was a great look. And what we started noticing was no matter how many videos began popping up, how many people had channels that began popping up, nobody talked negatively about anybody else. So we were going to everybody because we were just consuming the content. And we loved y'all vibe, bro. Because it embodied Knicks fans' vibe where it's just like, we're about hope, the possibility, and the resilience. Listen, man, we may take a loss, but we got next year. Yeah, that's a real thing. We got next year. So what I loved about that was with all of these videos started being created, man, we started building momentum. We rocking with y'all. We up with y'all, we down with y'all. But y'all was speaking to the spirit of who we are, as a fan base. And that's the piece that we love. So no matter what draft failures we had, and they put the videos and the cameras in our face, we ate that. No matter how many free agents who were like, yeah, I love playing at the Garden. Yo, no more bottle flipping, bro. We remember that. You want to come, you and Richard Jefferson on the bench, bottle flipping at the Garden. Yo, y'all crazy? We were Knicks fans remember all of that. And we were just like, you know what? It's cool. Even other fan bases with trash teams, never made it far in the playoffs, had something to say. And I'm telling you, I moved out to Indiana about 5-6 years ago. When I came out here, they was like, yo, you a Knicks fan? I was just like, yo, bro, you too young, first and foremost, to be able to say anything to me. But yeah, I'm a Knicks fan all day, every day. But what I would tell them is, I'm like, don't let us ever get up. Don't let us ever get up. Because if we're up, we're going to be obnoxious. Seriously. So don't ever let us get up, bro. Laugh now, cry later. But it's going to be a wrap if we ever get up. And it is going to come a day. It has to. But ultimately what happened was Knicks fans started hiring competent people. And they started looking at building it from the ground up. And then the crazy thing started happening. We got a coach. And they even tried to trash the coach. He's antiquated. He's a dinosaur. His style of play ain't going to work in the league no more. It was so crazy. But that's what they were saying. So ultimately, it was just like, all right, we got the coach. And Knicks fans knew that's who we wanted. We were going to ride with him because he reminded us and he played the style that we used to play when we were winning. Why not bring that back? Fast forward to just like last year and that magical ride in the regular season. Yo, Knicks fan was almost. I mean, let's keep it a buck. We were waiting for the other shoe to fall off. We were just like, yo, damn, we were winning these games. Yo, we won again. And after every win, man, I would hop off of the game, off of League Pass, and I'll go right. Yo, my go-to is John Macri. Let's go, baby. Nick Film School. Mac, man, you held me down, bro. I would hop right back on there just to see your reaction, man, because it mirrored everything I was feeling, bro. The losses and the wins mirrored me to a T, and Knicks fans. Yo, so I would, and out in Indiana, I don't get the post game from New York. So Mac, man, and oh my goodness, icing on the cake. This bro would turn on when he was working and asking the questions. So that brought the Knicks post game to my living room in Indiana. Man, little things. The momentum was building. And then the playoffs happened. Crazy. And we showed up and we showed out. And the funny part about it was now the stars want to comment on Twitter about, yo, y'all see that energy at MSG? Yeah, they see that energy at MSG. We was telling you that would have been for you. If you would have just been brave enough to kind of step into that, let that spotlight shine on you. And while I'm on that, Julius Randle, bro, that spin move was killing us in your first year. And Knicks fans, everybody want to talk about, yo, Knicks fans wasn't riding with him. No, man. Yo, we saw with our own eyes, bro. The IQ, it was just like, yo, we knew you was doing too much, but in doing too much, it looked like the IQ was low. And Knicks fans love and know basketball. So we're going to call it how we see it. But we're going to also call how you ate that. And you didn't run from it. You knew what we were saying was factual. And we all say it in different ways that ain't always good to digest. But you went into the lab and you worked and you stayed and you said, yo, listen, I'm going to eat this, but I'm here. And you turned it around. And we rock with that. You talking about the home of 9/11. With all of the angst and the loss. And we was just like, yo, listen, we're going to come back. We got to come back. So you embodied the spirit. Yo, you got us behind you. And when we're behind you, we got you, bro. So ultimately, man, yo, that's what happened, man. We showed up. We showed out. Yo, cats was spilling into the streets. I'm in Indiana like, yo, let's go. That's us. I watched that whole thing. Stopping traffic. Trucks are honking. I was like, yo, that's New York, man. I was so proud of everybody. But needless to say, ESPN and them paid attention. They were just like, they see we ain't paying attention to their shows no more. So their ratings started to go down. But the most important thing was they was just like the team in the media market capital of the world and the most rabid fan base, yo, they here. Yo, how can we capture them? So pay attention what they started doing. They started cutting all of the people that they hired to troll the Knicks fans. Because they know we ain't watching their show with those cats on there. Richard Jefferson, Rachel Nichols, Stephen A. Smith. Bro, you gotta be mild now. We gotta see your excitement, but we need you to reconnect with Knicks fans. David tried to save Max Kellerman by letting one of us get on the show. But what they didn't plan for is that one of us, CP the franchise, that man is ready to take over his spot. Yo, so needless to say, I only wanted to keep this to a big 15 minutes. But I look forward to talking Knicks with everybody. I appreciate all the content creators. I've been tweeting, a lot. and just tweeting at everybody. I love y'all rise. I love y'all grind. I love the fact that we all support each other. Some people will be like, man, yo, y'all got 999, different channels. Yo, so what? No other fan base got it, but no, now they're starting to copy it. It's all right. So we ride out because for the longest time, they controlled the narrative, but they see us now, and we have taken the narrative back. Not only have we taken the narrative back, but we're taking over. And in the words of Chuck D, it will take a nation of millions to hold us back. But I love it. And guess what? We here, and we got next. I'm out.